Well, hello, my soul friends. We get to catch our breath this week. It's kind of the calm before the eclipse storm happens next week. So this is the transformational weather for March 3rd through March 9th. And are you feeling any shift going on right now? Call to higher possibilities. I'm wondering, as I record this on Sunday, March 2nd, it's been kind of dreamy, kind of an invitation for visioning. But how are you feeling, and how was last week? This week brings some major opportunities to reclaim your power, initiate new paths forward, review old love patterns. We are in Venus retrograde, and truly, the transformational weather, which is what I call the astrological weather, because it's a transformational opportunity. It all is, to be present to where we are, to what is, and always vision for what is possible. That's my take on this. I like to say that I speak symbolically. I speak soul. I speak the symbolic language of astrology, which helps us navigate this experience as souls having a human experience. So welcome to the Soul Nurture channel. I am Victoria, your soul guide, and it is my heart's intention to offer something that meets you right where you are, and like a gentle hug that says you're okay. We're all growing through something during these transformational times. And I offer this weekly thing that I've been doing. This is kind of a new thing. I think this is my third or maybe fourth. Just kind of glancing at the astrology for the week from a transformational lens. Like, what are the transformational growth opportunities? That's my primary function, is to be a transformational guide, an agent on the planet of transformation, for transformation. So please let me know where you're viewing from. Subscribe if you haven't, and comment as much as you want to. You're free to do that. Okay, so I am doing a series of shorts all about love, because I love love and I love teaching about love. I love helping people reclaim the possibility of a healthy relationship. So go watch those shorts, comment there, engage with me. I'm going to be doing a few videos per week for the 6 weeks, just to engage you and help you be with the Venus retrograde in a way that is transformational. Okay, so everything that happens, I believe, with the celestial movement is an opportunity to wake up, to evolve, to check where we are and say, is this my authentic self? Are these my highest possibilities? With the Venus retrograde, that's all about love, relationship, self-worth, money, creativity. Then we're going into a Mercury retrograde next week. We've got big stuff next week. That's why I said this is kind of the chill out, catch your breath, shore up, ground, because next week has a tendency to be pretty bumpy because it's eclipse season, okay? Again, all good. Bumpy, why? To stir, to shake up all the stuff we need to release in order to get aligned with destiny. Okay, but I'll say more about that next week. So I feel like this week the theme is kind of leaning into the powerful medicine of creativity and visioning, and navigating the transformational experiences or challenges with the perspective of, what can I do with this? How can I grow with this, right? We're still in Pisces season until the equinox, which is March 20th. So we're still in that flowy time, that Neptune kind of soft, compassionate, visioning. It's about visioning, dreaming in a new dream. So let's look at the weekly weather, the transformational opportunities coming forward. I am curious, because I'm inviting all of you with this series of the transformational weekly weather to what I call soul track. When I share what's going to happen on each day, I invite you to get your journal. You can pause the video right now and get your journal and just make note. Oh, Monday, this is what's happening. This is where the moon is. And then leave some space in your journal to go back and say to report what that day was like for you, and how, because you're the expert of you. I'm just offering some possibilities through an intuitive take, but there's so many ways to interpret the symbolic language. You are the ultimate interpreter of your soul's language and the symbolic language of astrology. So when you hear something, if it's resonant, that's what soul tracking is. What's resonant, what is corresponding with your life unfolding and the celestial movement. Okay, so how was last week? You can even do it and go back. Maybe you journaled all week, maybe you had a certain kind of week. Go back to my last video and listen, and then you can begin to learn, oh wow, yeah, when the moon went in Aries, I was just go go go, right? So that's what I invite you to. Okay, so the overall theme for this week is reclaiming self-worth, empowering your desires, initiating paths forward. Okay, even though we have 2 planets in retrograde, we're still visioning for the future. What does it look like? How would we move forward? Because that Venus retrograde will be encouraging us to review our patterns. All the RE words, all retrograde planets are, whatever the planet represents, is reviewing that, reassessing, remembering. Reclaiming is one of my favorites. Reorganizing, redoing, resetting, restoring, all those things, all the RE words. So with the Venus retrograde, all things love, like I said, go watch the shorts, because I'm offering you my tools, for free, to help you utilize Venus retrograde in a way that you can reclaim the potential for love, your self-worth, creativity, all that. I think I already said that like 3 times because I'm so excited about, well, yeah, that's how I can engage you in transformational processes, is with this, when there's a potent opportunity like this. Okay, so this week is about taking ownership of our choices, clarifying desires, making empowered decisions, and all things relationships. Venus is retrograde in Aries right now, so it's all about, what do you want? What matters to you? Being the leader, taking lead, not waiting for someone to make the decisions, but saying, this is what I prefer, this is what I desire, this is, how can we make this happen? This is Venus in retrograde in Aries, and then it's going to go into Pisces at the end of the month. But first, it's all about you. It's all about, Aries is the I am, right? So making those empowered decisions, getting bolder and speaking up for what you want, reviewing things that don't work, and having those conversations regarding relationships or all areas. It's good time to look at money, as how you're spending money working for you, and personal goals. So yeah, it's a pretty mild week. There's a little stormy day, and I'll talk about that. But mostly I feel it's going to be pretty mild. A few, calls to take responsibility, a few calls to deep dive, a little bit of, maybe more than a little bit of, deep communication that's connected to shadow. So I'll get to that. But so there may be a little bit of moodiness on a couple days, and but that they provide greater insights, and through the emotional shifts. Remember, your emotions are communicating something to you. We just have to listen, right? Okay, and also a big opportunity for renewed confidence or reclaiming confidence. So let's start with Monday. Monday, March 3rd, is about claiming your voice, I think. It's also about grounding, self-worth, sensuality, because the moon is in Taurus. And moon in Taurus really wants us to ground and to take practical measures and get real. Okay, Mercury enters Aries on Monday the 3rd as well. So now we're moving from Pisces communication, which is a little bit more gentle, a little bit more intuitive, to a lot of it more bold, direct communication. Let's get to it. Aries doesn't want to wait. Aries wants to move. So communication can be a little bit more fiery, a little bit more bold. We also have been experiencing Sun square Jupiter, which I felt yesterday because I was like, oh, I'm going to do this short series. And initially I was thinking I'll do a short every day for 6 weeks. And my husband was like, six every day? And that's Jupiter expanding. My son was like so excited and wanted to share something that's about what I love. That's Identity Sun with all of you. Jupiter expanding, and I just went a little too big. I had to backpedal a little bit. I wonder if anybody else did this. Okay, what's doable for me? So Sun square Jupiter, you got to be aware of that overconfidence, overdoing, overpromising. Is that right? It sounds so funny when I said it. Anyway, did anyone have that experience? We also have, and this could be going on through Monday and the week, really. So pause before you commit to something and reflect on, remember the capacity. Do I have the capacity to do the thing I want to do? Go back to capacity, set a realistic plan in motion, okay? We also have Mercury conjunct Neptune. This could be, Mercury's thoughts, communication, conjunct Neptune, the planet of compassion, creativity, the divine, the sacred. So this could be about inspired ideas flowing. And also Neptune can be a little foggy, can create some confusion. So what to expect? Well, you may have a strong urge to speak your truth, but emotions may cloud your clarity. So this is Monday. So, I always remind my clients to make choices when you're clear and don't change them when you're cloudy. Okay. So this day in particular, Monday, well, this week, just think of that. Like, I'll tell you when is a good clear time to make those choices, but follow your instincts. If you feel fuzzy and like, I just don't know, if you're in that, I don't know, which by the way, I always remind my clients, let go of saying, I don't know, and say, I'm willing to know, or I'll know when I'm meant to know. Right. Okay. So you're going to want to speak your truth, but if you're cloudy, you don't have clarity, pause. Again, the big ideas may feel overwhelming, like you have too much to tackle. So avoid being impulsive, and check your facts too before making big decisions. All right. So the transformational opportunities for Monday are to ground yourself before speaking. Take a few deep breaths, put your feet on the earth, ground. It's also important to, write out what you want to say. So like, if there's a lot you want to say, I always say, especially if it's an important conversation, write it out, express it, get it out, get clear, and then bullet point what you want to say. Keep it simple in communication. Don't overwhelm, right? So I need to take my own advice on that. Anyway, it's a good time to vision, make a plan with doable action steps, and also journal about where you tend to hold your voice back and how you want to move forward with that. Maybe what did you believe about yourself when you were younger that caused you to hold yourself back, so that you can clear that. We need our voices. We need our authenticity moving forward in all manners of life, especially in our collective unfolding. So set an intention to communicate with courage and authenticity. However, prepare yourself for that communication. So on the weekly transformational weather, I've been saying, here's an affirmation, but here's what I'm going to do. You can turn it into an affirmation, but I want to speak encouragement and inspiration into you. Okay. So my wish for you that you can turn into an affirmation is that you reclaim your voice as valuable, and that you're able to express yourself with confidence and clarity. My wish for you is, that you're capable to do that. Or you can turn it into an affirmation. My voice is valuable, and I express myself with confidence and clarity. But my wish for you, that's why I'm like, I want to give it to you, and then you can claim it as an affirmation. Okay. How's that sound? And please let me know how this weekly transformational idea is working for you. Is it helping? What could be better? I'm in remodel mode. So this is the time to catch me with, I love this. This could help me more, because I'm open. Okay. All right, let's go to Tuesday, March 4th. So we're going to March 4th on March 4th. And this is a day where we're shifting the narrative a little bit. We still have Moon in Taurus, which is all about stability and self-care and practical focus. This is one of the little bit of maybe stormy days because we have Mercury sextile Pluto. And this is all about deep transformation and conversations, thinking more deeply. We're not having light conversations today. We're having the deep, like, wonder what that means and where is that connected? And it's transformational. It's a good time to look at what what your transformational work is by what you're communicating to others. So we also have Moon sextile Sun and Mars. So this is about motivation, taking action, but don't take action on an emotional impulse, because Moon sextile Sun and Mars can stir up some energy and can create maybe some frustration or anger, even though it's a sextile, which is usually flowing. Because Mars is there, it could be like, I need to say something. So again, motivation, but check in first. Moon is also conjunct Uranus on this day, so there may be some unexpected shifts on Tuesday, March 4th. So just expect a day possibly of realizations, old patterns around self-worth, and where you need to transform can rise up today. So conversations can be, they can be either very, very transformational and insightful, or maybe a little bit intense. But remember, intensity is trying to get us to the deeper healing, okay? Transformational opportunities. Pay attention to your projections. We project what they say 95% of the time, because everything that we see on the external goes through this. All of your programming, all of your information projected outward. So pay attention to your projections, because they lead you back to your shadow. Where is this true for me? Especially if you're in a projection that is judgmental. Where is this my shadow? Where is this true for me? Where do you need to embrace it? So it's a good day for shadow work. Also notice where your thoughts limit your confidence. And this whole week, this whole month is about rewriting the script. Okay. Be open to surprise insights that will help shift you. Maybe suddenly, okay, maybe you say a prayer. I'm open for insights that open my path forward, that show me a new way. Okay. And ground your energy by getting outside and do some slow, mindful movement perhaps on this day. So my wish for you is that you have the courage to rewrite your story and to reflect and reclaim your true worth and power. Okay? So I think I like this better than an affirmation. You tell me, but again, we can do both. So the affirmation, if you want to just journal this, is I am rewriting my story to reflect my true worth and power. Okay, Wednesday, March 5th. Try not to look at time. It seems to be moving quickly, and I want to get this all done within 30 minutes, but stay with me. Pause the video, come back to the next day. I want to learn. I don't know how to do timestamps. Maybe I'll figure that out today for you. So now we're on Wednesday, March 5th. This is about new perspectives. We have the moon shifting out of Taurus into Gemini. Make a note in your journal. Notice how the day goes for you. This is a shift from stability to curiosity. And we have Mercury sextile Pluto, that deep thinking, powerful insights. Moon is sextile to Venus and Mercury, so we're really getting into heart-centered conversations. We're thinking about love. Yeah, Venus is retrograde, so of course we're thinking about love. So what to expect? This is, there's sextiles create flow and ease, so that's good. And then Gemini is, curiosity, playfulness. And so it's a lighter day. And it also allows us to see multiple perspectives, the gift of Gemini. So in the moons in Gemini, we have the emotional possibilities of Gemini. Maybe we were able to say, oh, I see your side of it. Okay, get it. Or we just shift positions altogether and let it go, right? Whatever the thing is that we need to let go. So you may be called to share ideas, to explore new learning opportunities. This is a good day to have those heart-to-heart conversations. The thing you were thinking about on Tuesday, this is the day to say, you know what? I can say this in a very calm, curious manner. Be curious about the other perspective, right? Okay, the transformational opportunities. Why did I say this? Because earlier in the day it's in Taurus, the moon's in Taurus and it moves into Gemini. So this could apply for the day before as well, to connect with your body. Breathe into your body, assess your energy, and make note of your body's needs. And then make a practical plan for self-care. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to say that this applies really on Wednesday as well. Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. All right. And then again, I already said this, initiate conversation about something important to you. And then you can try free writing or heart-storming ideas that, what's next for you. Be curious, follow your joy, okay? So my wish for you is to embrace new perspectives that expand your possibilities, okay? Curiosity is your guide for this day. So I maybe you can affirm, I follow curiosity and embrace new perspectives that expand my possibilities. All right. Okay. Thursday, March 6th. This is the first quarter moon. So what I'm trying to do in these weekly transformational opportunities is to encourage you to follow the moon. Follow the moon. What sign is the moon in? What phase is the moon in? So on March 6th, it's it's a first quarter moon. So we have the new moon. That's where we set intentions. That was last week, new moon in Pisces. The first quarter moon is a square. And this is really the time on a first quarter moon that we begin projects or start taking action on the intention that was set with the new moon, okay? So it's a good time to begin a task. You may feel some tension because it's a square, to take action, to take responsibility, and to confront challenges, okay? So it's committing to growth. It's the grow time. So moon in Gemini, again, focus on communication, curiosity, flexibility. We have the moon conjunct Jupiter. So this is optimism and expanded opportunities. And then also it's kind of a push-pull because we've got it's almost like a little bit bipolar. Like, yes, we're going to expand like with joy, but then moon squares Saturn. So it's like, but wait a minute. How am I going to do this? Saturn checks you. Saturn is always like the gatekeeper. Like you're running out the gate, like, let's go. And then, whoa, wait a minute. Do you have a plan? What did you learn about this in the past? Don't repeat the old, get into the old issue. Learn from the lessons and do something differently. Have some structure for your plan is another way of saying that. Have some structure for your vision. So what you may expect is you may feel caught between excitement and joy. And I'm just feeling more than joy. It's like, there's another word there. Joy, expansive joy. Let's just say that. There's another word I can't quite get right now. But between that expansive joy and self-doubt, it's like, yeah, go, and then hitting the brakes, right? So expansion is calling, but there may be some inner resistance or a negative self-talk or negative beliefs that needs to be addressed to free you to go forward, okay? So the transformational opportunities for Thursday the 6th, my favorite game, I call it the reframe game, because, we have, moon in Gemini plus Jupiter in Gemini. So there's that moon conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. That's a little hard to say. Anyway, the story, what are we telling ourselves? What's the communication about ourselves? So play the reframe game. And that is, you can just do it just in real time. Like I like to say, and reset, especially when we go into Mercury retrograde, this is a good transformational tool. So say, you're practicing speaking in the direction of what you desire, which I always suggest to my clients, but you catch yourself falling back in that old neighborhood, saying an old negative belief. Pause and say, I'm going to reframe that. Do that. My tool of in the past. In the past, I used to believe I wasn't worthy, but now I've claimed that I am worthy, and this is what it looks like. But play the reframe game, and here is a way to do it in a tangible way. Take out a piece of paper, put a line down the middle, write down your story of that's just you're stuck and it's limiting. Your limiting beliefs, your limiting phrase, your limited fallback pattern. And then on the other side, reframe it. Like say, maybe you have an old story like things don't work out for me in relationships. Okay, that's wah wah, right? What is that? Debbie Downer that was on SNL, the 50-year anniversary. Wah wah. So reframe it. You have the power to reframe it. So reframe it to things always work out for me, and I'm worthy of things working out for me, right? So reframe is really, really important to get you out of that old neighborhood into the new neighborhood. If you don't know what I mean by that, ask me. Maybe I'll do a video on that. I think I have a few out there, but anyway. Or if you do know, if you're one of my clients, write it in the comments. What do I mean by are you in the old neighborhood or the new neighborhood? Okay. Also, write down or identify fears that hold you back and then take action to move beyond them, okay? So it's really about taking small, courageous steps towards your goals. And my wish for you is that you trust the process of growth. Even when you feel challenged, trust that something is unfolding. Keep moving forward. Keep empowering yourself with your thoughts, okay? So I wish that for you. So just your affirmation is I trust the process of growth, even when it challenges me. Okay. Friday, March 7th. This is an emotional reset day, feels like. We have the moon moving from Gemini to Cancer, which is all about nurturing, inner reflections, deeper feelings. But Sun is trying Mars, so there's some energy that you want to align with action, but make sure that the energy or the action is aligned with your potential. You're nurturing yourself by the action you take. And also, okay, Moon is square Neptune. This is why it was emotional reset. So Moon square Neptune, this is again a foggy day. It's foggy and maybe some sensitivity, but that Moon trine Mars wants to move and do something. It's kind of like if this is really weather, we may expect some clouds with some breaks of sunshine, right? So it's a day of mixed energy. It's motivation, yet a need to back up and take an emotional retreat to make sure that you're aligned with your heart's desires, you're nurturing yourself, you're considering your needs. Be mindful of any confusion or misreading what's going on, because that Moon square Neptune can make it fuzzy. Remember back to, if you're cloudy, don't make any choices at all. So stay connected to what you know for sure. I always remind my clients to make notes of what you know for sure, especially when you're in a time of transition or transformation and you starts to get like, I don't know, is this the right choice? You go back to what you know for sure, okay? So don't make plans when you're confused. Stick with what you decided when you were clear. And the transformational opportunities are contemplate where you've been holding yourself back. Connect to your higher self for guidance forward. And then again, take time for self-nurturing and emotional check-ins. Dialogue with your emotions. Okay, I'm feeling sad. Talk to me, sad. What's going on? Right? Just you want to expand it so that you can feel and heal. All right? And then also important is to reflect on where you need to set better emotional boundaries because with Moon square Neptune, it could be, we lose ourselves and we are emotionally bleeding into other people's stuff. Okay, so and then just create a sacred space at home somewhere to feel emotionally safe and centered. And I think having a sacred space in your home is important. An altar, this is my altar, a place where you can connect to the divine within you in a sacred way. And I wish for you is for you to honor your emotions and to trust your intuition to guide you with love and compassion. Okay? Or the affirmation. My hair is tickling me. I don't know why. Like when I'm recording, I don't know if suddenly I feel, maybe it's distraction. trying to stay focused. Okay. The affirmation, if you want to write it down and work with it as an affirmation, is I honor my emotions and trust my intuition to guide me with love and compassion. Okay, so 2 more to go. Saturday, March 8th. This is all about honoring your heart's desires. With Moon in Cancer, emotional nurturing again, emotional nourishment, honoring your intuition, parenting yourself, mothering yourself. I said this to a client the other day. It's like if we're othering, which is comparing ourselves to others, we're not mothering. So mothering yourself with good self-care. We have Moon trine Sun and Saturn, which can, bring a little bit of a lid on the pot, or kind of it's again that checkpoint. Anytime Saturn's there, it's like the taskmaster. Are you sure this is what you want to do? It's checking it. It's a checkpoint. Balance between emotions and stability. Don't, go too far on an emotional whim. Make sure it's the responsible choice, the responsible thing to do. Moon square Venus. This is relationship stuff, and this is connected to emotions. Anytime you felt less than in a relationship, where you didn't feel seen or valued, there may be some tensions arising around that, where, hey, it's like you're starting to wake up to what doesn't work for you, right? So we may expect that you may feel drawn to examine your emotional needs now, which is always important, and how they align with your desires, and where your emotional needs are not getting met, especially in relationships. And what would it look like to heal, to reclaim your worth, so you can get your needs met in the way you desire. This is about, old wounds may surface around that self-worth, or being disappointed when you're saying, that doesn't work for me anymore, right? My favorite phrase. That's a reframe, though. I mean, also, it doesn't work for me is turning so you can get to the reframe of what could work better. So yeah, old wounds around self-worth in relationships could surface. So the opportunities, transformational opportunities, ground yourself in your desires for love and in your life goals. Be realistic. Always empower beliefs underneath your goals, right? You want to root out limitations that prevent you from growing your potential and achieving your desires. So my wish for you is that you know that you're worthy of the love you desire, both from yourself and from others, okay? So affirm that you're worth what you desire. Affirm doing something that makes you feel cherished. So important. All right, Sunday, March 9th. This is the courage to choose yourself and to let your soul shine, okay? Because the moon moves from Cancer to Leo. This is about empowered confidence, self-expression. We also have Moon trine Neptune and Moon's node, which is spiritual alignment, connected to destiny, connected to intuition. This is one of those bumpy, moody days because we have Moon opposite Pluto. This could indicate power struggles or deep emotions or deep emotional shifts. So what to expect? It's a powerful day for deepening your emotional awareness. It's a good day for self-empowerment, but it is a day where you may feel like, I have to say something. It's a little stormy. This is a stormy day because it's an opportunity to reveal what's been hidden, what you have not had the courage to speak to. So you're being called to step up with courage and new confidence to speak to, matters that haven't been working, what's been hidden. Maybe you've suppressed your anger, maybe you've suppressed your deep desires in relationship. It's going to come forward possibly on this day. Transformational opportunities. Ask yourself, where have I been dimming my light to make others feel comfortable? So this happens so much for us, especially as women. Where have you been dimming your light to make others feel comfortable? And on this day, it's about reclaiming the shadow aspects that you've denied, suppressed, or hidden that are needed for your wholeness, for you to rise in your power and to be able to shine your authentic light. It's a good day to express yourself creatively, to write, dance, speak your truth, write your truth out first, create a poem. But stand firm in the decision that supports your worth and yourself, your authentic self. And my wish for you is that you reclaim your power and your light, and that you confidently walk towards your unique path, bringing your soul gifts. Okay. All right. So, okay, we got to the end of the week. I just want to wrap up here by just saying, yep, this is a powerful week. It's a portal for reclaiming self-worth, for rewriting old narratives, and for making bold and authentic choices that are aligned with your soul potential. What you've been visioning for and wishing for and dreaming about, this is the stand up for that week, okay? Again, with Venus in retrograde, it's a deep review of love and your self-worth, while Mercury now in Aries is pushing you to speak your truth boldly without fear. So stay aware of those emotional shifts, what you need, speak up for your needs, and lean into self-trust, and aligned action, okay? So maybe some guiding mantras for the week. I honor my worth, trust my voice, and courageously step into my desires. So lastly, I just want to say here are some transformational opportunities to work with me. Okay, me. First of all, review any videos I have. Every video I have out there is with the intention to help you transform your life, reclaim your power, nurture your possibilities. And so you can request a 20-minute consultation. Link is in the description box. You can know that you are worthy, claim that you are worthy, and request a full session for transformational soul guidance, or to look at your soul chart, or a hybrid of both. Also, on March 20th, on the equinox, I'm starting what I'm calling for now Soul Circles for Women. It's this one-time offering. It's free. I may do it once a month free or once seasonally free. An open circle for all women to gather who are in need of, community support, being seen, heard, valued, to be present to what is, so we can vision for something greater yet to be, individually and collectively. Go to my website, put your name on the wait list. I will say this, I've got a number of requests for this, or people on the wait list. Let me just cover some of the questions. This is only on Zoom. This is only a virtual offering. I have clients all over the country, some in other countries. So it's a virtual offering. The initial idea is just to gather once a month, maybe seasonally, I'm not sure. And then I'm going to have breakout groups for specific topics. Still working on that. So it's virtual, not in person. It's free. This offering is free. I think I covered it all. Okay, so take good care of yourself this week. Trust your inner guidance. Nurture those possibilities, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Take a clip from this video, or share the entire video with a friend that may be supported by what I'm offering. And thank you for being with me today. I went a little bit over, but pace with grace through this video. All right. Thank you so much for your time and your comments and your subscription. I appreciate each and every one of you. So take good care of you. Bye. Until next time. Bye.